Jomo Kenyatta International Airport is an international airport in Nairobi, the capital of and largest city in Kenya. Located in the Embakasi suburb 15 kilometers southeast of Nairobi's central business district, the airport has scheduled flights to destinations in over 50 countries. The airport is named after Jomo Kenyatta, Kenya's first president and prime minister. The airport served 5,803,635 passengers in 2011, making it the ninth-busiest airport in Africa by total passengers. It is the hub for flag carrier Kenya Airways, as well as Fly 540 and African Express Airways. History: on March 9, 1958, Embakasi Airport was opened by the last colonial governor of Kenya, Sir Evelyn Baring. The airport was due to be opened by Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother. However, she was delayed in Australia and could not make the ceremony. After Kenya's independence in 1964, the airport was renamed Nairobi International Airport to more accurately reflect the city it served. In 1972, the World Bank approved funds for further expansion of the airport, including a new terminal building, the airport's first dedicated cargo terminal, new taxiways, police and fire stations, and the building of the main access road to the airport. The total cost of the project was over $29 million. On March 14, 1978, construction of the current terminal building was completed on the other side of the airport's single runway and opened by President Kenyatta. The airport was again renamed, this time in honor of President Kenyatta after his death on August 22, 1978. On August 5, 2013, an airlock in the main pipeline that delivers jet fuel to the airport caused all inbound flights to the airport to be diverted to other airfields. Approximately 1,000 passengers were placed in overnight accommodations, and the fault was fixed the next morning. 2013 fire. On August 7, 2013, a fire originating in the immigration area caused massive damage to the airport and forced it to suspend operations temporarily. Unit 3, usually dedicated to domestic operations, will be used temporarily for international traffic. The worst fire in the airport's history occurred on the 15th anniversary of the 1998 United States Embassy bombings in Nairobi and Dar es Salaam, but no connection was immediately obvious and no terrorist group has claimed responsibility. The cause is under investigation. According to Kenyan officials, firefighting efforts were hampered by some of the first responders choosing to loot the airport instead of fighting the blaze. International arrivals are bused to a temporary facility set up in the ground floor of the new Parkad Terminal. The main entrance to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport is on Airport South Road, which can be accessed by an exit from the A109 expressway. The original terminal, located on the north side of the runway, is used by the Kenya Air Force and is sometimes referred as Old Embakasi Airport. The current terminal building is arranged in a semicircular orientation and is divided into three parts, 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D and 1E used for international arrivals and departures. Greenfield Terminal. The groundbreaking of a new passenger terminal dubbed the Greenfield Terminal with a capacity of 20 million passengers was held on December 3, 2013. It is said to be the single largest terminal in Africa and is to be completed in 2016. The estimated cost is 55 billion Kenyan shillings. The architects for the terminal were Pascal plus Watson, a London-based firm that also designed Heathrow Terminal 5 and Dublin Airport Terminal 2. Construction of the new terminal will be done by Anhui Civil Engineering Group and China Aerotechnology Engineering International Engineering Corporation. The project supervisor is the Louis Berger Group. Once complete, the terminal will have 60 check-in positions, 32 air bridges and 8 remote gates. The terminal is also expected to have an automated baggage handling commercial retail center. It will also have a commuter railway station and enable Alliance's That Is Sky team to use a single terminal. It will also have a capacity to handle traffic of 3,133 international passengers in a typical peak hour. 2,403 transiting passengers in a typical peak hour and 845 domestic passengers in a typical peak hour. Figures from KAA indicate that the airport, which is a capacity of 2.5 million passengers but handles an average of 6.5 million passengers every year. Traffic at the airport grows at a rate of 12% per annum and is expected to hit the 25 million mark by 2025. Second runway, a new instrument landing system-equipped runway 5,500 meters in length has been approved for construction at a cost of 12.8 billion Kenyan shillings. An airport official has stated that the second runway will allow for continuous airport operations should an aircraft incident render the existing runway unusable. The runway also will enable direct long-haul flights to destinations such as New York City, carrying up to 32 tons. Construction is scheduled to begin in January 2016 and be completed in December 2017. Airlines and destinations. Passenger, cargo, other facilities. The Kenya Civil Aviation Authority has its head office in the KAA complex on the airport property. African Express Airways has its head office on the airport property. The Kenya Airports Authority also has its head office at the airport. Aircraft accidents and incidents. On November 20, 1974, Lufthansa Flight 540, a Lufthansa Boeing 747 a €130, Diabib, LH 540, Hessen, delivered 1970, crashed on takeoff from runway 24 in Nairobi, killing 59 of the 157 on board. The aircraft was on a flight from Frankfurt to Nairobi and onwards to Johannesburg. This was the first fatal accident and third hull loss of a Boeing 747. On May 17, 1989, a Boeing 707-330B operated by Somali Airlines aborted takeoff and then overran the wet runway and crashed into a rice field. The plane had 70 passengers and crew on board, but no fatalities resulted. The aeroplane was damaged beyond repair. On December 4, 1990, a Boeing 707-321C freighter operated by Sardania Air Cargo struck an electricity pole 5 kilometers short of runway 06 and crashed in flames. Visibility was 500 meters in fog with a 30 meters cloud base. All 10 persons on board died. The aeroplane was damaged beyond repair. On June 6, 2012, Egypt Air Flight 849, an Airbus A320, blew a tire while landing and veered off runway 06. Portions of the aircraft obstructed the runway, necessitating closure of the airport. Inbound flights were diverted to other airports in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. None of the 123 passengers and crew was injured. References. External links. Kenya Airports Authority Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, airport information for HKJK at World Aero Data. Data current as of October 2006. Current weather for HKJK at NOAA NWS, accident history for NBO at Aviation Safety Network.